现在呢，哎，啊，就准备开始。Uh, okay, the global audience. Now we start our today the live show. This is our number 9, episode 9. So we will talk about in this episode the CCP live series. This is about the Huxinyu case. This is a very hot topic recently on the internet in mainland China. Basically, we call it communist China. So in the broadcast room, we have my guest, Lakeman. So Lakeman, can you say hello to our audience? Yes. I will first give you some simple background. Who is first is who? What happened? Who is Hu Xinyu? In this slide, you will see this is a very sunny face. This boy is called Hu Xinyu. He's just an ordinary teenager born on July 16, 2007. So if he still live today, only in his 15 years. So he got famous or well known in China because he's mysteriously disappeared from his high school last October 14, 2022. So it's already more than 100 years ago, more 100 days ago. So he was only confirmed hanging himself last January 28th by the Chinese Communist Party, the so-called the government. So the picture we show on the right hand is showing the hanging spot just within. Where is the spot? It's just within because you see the red arrow. So the red arrow is showing on the map is only within 100 meters from the high school he studied. So this is a really weird story, right? So next, you may wonder what happened, right? So yeah, yes. It's outside the school. Basically, it's very near the school. It's just yeah, side by side nearly. Yeah, it's just the because the later in this map you will show you will see where the location is. So this is as in the map you will see. Basically, this is located in the red spot. Basically, is I showing the Google position. So you see the dotted line is the border of different province, right? And Lakeman, you already know that, right? So see, this is 2 or 3 provinces is the border part, right? Uh, yeah, so this is the province name is a Jiangxi province. Maybe our Western audience may not be familiar with the name of the different province. So this province is Jiangxi, and the city, the big area is called Shangrao, and the county is called Yanshan. Yeah, the Yanshan basically the Chinese character, the pronunciation is a little different, right? Also, the town is called Hekou Town, and the high school name is called Zhiyuan High School. So this is the basically the Zhiyuan High School is a private school founded only in 1999. So for the next page, basically we make a bigger bigger image. So you will see. Yeah. 河口，yeah，河口。Really? If I'm okay, okay, okay. Ah, okay, okay. So screen not showing. I shared the screen already. You cannot see it. Uh, yeah. Share again. So maybe, yeah. Anyway, this bigger map is showing where this Zhiyuan High School is. So the school is really basically you see from the map near around is all the green area, right? So this is all the trees. So basically, if I don't know this case, I will never know such a high school in ever existed in communist China. So you from the map, some netizen uploaded the GPS on the right bottom corner. You will see the GPS navigation map. So it's showing the route from the high school. It's a starting point to the where the CCP is saying the body is hanging there. So it's the target, the red spot. From there, you will see that it's showing the meters only within 100 meters. Basically, I read the map is showing only 85 meters. So this is really near. So this is why this is astonishing, right? Remember the whole story. I will show you the whole story of the chronicle sequence of this case or this event. So you will see basically why this is so hot topic in China, because the boy disappeared for more than 100 days. So it started with October 14, 2022. So just disappeared from the high school. No one know where the boy is going. And later we will show you some detail and more color to this story. Then after 1 month, by the end of November, there is a special government team set up to investigate this case, to try to find where the boy is. Then this is already go to January last month, January 28, 2023. That's, I think, nearly less than 10 days ago, right? So the body was found after 106 days of search. So later we will show during this 100 days what happened, how much effort has been put into the search of this boy. Then the last milestone basically is the February 2. There is why this day is because the government, the Chinese Communist Party, they held a news release. So in this news conference or the news release, they disclose to the public or to the media what's about this case. They confirmed the conclusion is the boy committed suicide, and still so many questions still unanswered. So the even on the internet, it's still so hot. But the CCP will disappear all the different voices, right? So that's majorly the timeline of this story. Um, so in this, yeah, yeah, this is the most interesting part is about the shoelace. We will later talk about that. So this is why I try to give you some highlights about this case, why this is so hot topic in China for the last 100 days, right? So you will see some big numbers here I put here. First is, as I mentioned, you see from the chronicle timeline, you will see from the first day this boy disappeared, it takes the government 106 days before they find the body. During this time, no one know where this boy is, right? So this is first. So anyone will be wondering what happened during this 100 days, right? Second is I mentioned I show you the map, right? The location, basically the hanging point is only within 100 meters away from the school. So 100 meter, 100 days searching, no one have ever identified or find the body of the boy. Why, right? Yes, yes, yes. I see some videos. Even let's say after the body was identified, someone put on the internet the historical videos when the searching team is around that area. They just walk along the wall. Later we will show you the spot. There is a wall. So they just search outside the wall and again. So if imagine so many questions are unanswered because if the body is hanging there and it's rotten, there must be some heavy smell, right? So the searching team, they cannot identify that even with the police dogs. No one can imagine that, right? And remember, the third number is 200 kilometers, meaning this is marking the area, the scope the searching team had been covered. And they searched within the 200 kilometers area and they find nothing. Uh, so it's then the number four basically is how many surveillance CCTVs they have. 119. And yes, yes, even in the searching area, including the police station and on the street, in the school. Yes, yes. So meaning this is the scope or the work scope of the searching team, meaning they check the videos of 119 surveillance camera, but none of them capture the living trace. Meaning after the last image of this boy, no other let's say the video can capture where he is going. Meaning after that last image disappear. Yes. Yeah. Then the next interesting is why I mentioned this is a hot topic. So it's several times I cannot remember because CCP used to cover everything. They will delete all the messages posted on the internet. But anyway, once according to some media, they said it's more than 100 million readings of the Weibo topic because you know the Weibo is like a blog in mainland China, right? It's very popular blog. But then for this topic, there are different topics. So the aggregated reading reached more than 100 million. This is absolutely is number one. But then Chinese Communist Party will just delete, make it 404, right? You know that. So, but yeah, yeah, yeah. So the next one basically is the most interesting part about this case is because the conclusion, according to the CCP, by the February 2, they on the news release, they are saying that the boy hung himself by what? Oh, by what? It's by a shoelace. Shoelace. But then can you imagine someone hung himself by a pair of shoelaces? And how long will that shoelace be? According to the computation, we will later show you the detail, is around 1.5 meter shoelace. But this is only, let's say, the conclusion drawn by the CCP. But anyway, as I said, there are so many questions unanswered. Then another mysterious thing about this shoelace is, according to the official, let's say, official information or authorized information of the CCP, they are saying this pair of shoelace hung the boy and load 85 kilogram, meaning they are trying to say the shoelace can hold a dead body. 85 kg, right? It's more than one adult's weight. So this they are just saying, but later I will show you some video or some netizens they want to test if this is true. You will see this is really not holding nothing true in this claim by the CCP. The last one basically also astonishing because they identified there is a voice recorder owned by this boy, and there are 21 voice recording files restored in that recorder, but none was disclosed during the news release. So yes, this Huxinyu buy this voice recorder to record some, let's say, classes, the what the teacher have said in the classroom, or the just for study purpose. Then there are total 21 files recovered on this recorder, and they, according to the CTP, five of them have showing that the boy have some intention for suiciding himself, but they just read in the news release what's the content of this voice recording, but not showing or disclose the really the let's say play the voice. They never did that. And if you search on the internet, they have an excuse to protect the privacy of the boy, of a boy who died or hung himself, still have privacy. They will not disclose the voice during the news release. It's great, right? Yes. Yeah, that time they claim that you have a privacy to protect. So yeah, yeah, it's yeah, yes, yeah. So this for the later pages, I will show you some questions or what is still questionable. Even they draw some conclusion by the government or the CCP. Basically, first one is the DNA test result. So The Chinese, I translated the Chinese and tried to find what's the turnaround time, regular turnaround time for a DNA comparison. So I find this commonly is for the, even in the United States, in different states, it commonly takes weeks, at least 1 week to get the DNA report. Then on the netizen, on the what posted on the internet, you will see some really very some information from the perspective of an expert. So they are saying this is on because remember the body was found January 2028, right? So what the DNA result, the report coming out is January 29. So what happened in 29? They just conducted because the body was identified 28, right? January 28. So the very act, it's not the 1 day later, it's the same day. According to the official news release, they are saying on January 29, the next day, the government conducted a biological examination of the kid's body. So at that time, they maybe they don't know who it is, right? So they run the DNA test only January 29. So when the report coming out, it's 11 o'clock, exactly the same day, January 29. Same day, meaning just take, if you start working, let's say 9, right? 9 a.m. So 2 hours later, you get the report. Do you believe that? Yes, yes. Because commonly, according to the this Zhu, the nickname of the netizen, it is impossible to use blood or fingerprint to make DNA from a corpse, right? Because this is a dead body. So also it is, remember, it's 100 years old, right? 100 days old, meaning from the disappear last October 14, right? So how can you get samples for testing? Yeah, yes, yeah, correct, exactly. You are expert. The bone DNA test take the bone test take longer time, and only the capital city of some province have the capacity to do that. And even remember, I showed you the map, right? So if you travel from that remote area to the capital city, I don't know the Jiangxi province, their capital city, have this kind of forensic capacity or not, right? But anyway, even the traveling within 1 day, within 2 hours, it's impossible, right? How you can get the DNA report? So it's just like a joke, right? Yes. If they want, they can get it in one, yes, one finger slip. Yes. So next, I will show you the computation. Basically, on the right side, while we are introducing on the right side, you will see this is a video I got from the internet. So they are just trying to test if a shoelace can ever hold an adult. I don't believe the adult is, the weight is more than 85 kilo, right? But you can watch if they three try, if they can succeed, right? So, but anyway, I on the left side, basically we are trying to show you the computation of this how we get the length of the shoelace, right? So from the spot, you will see this is illustration of how the the, the body who committed suicide is hanging there, right? So the hanging point, according to the official release, is 4.5 meters above the ground. And then they gave another number. Only two numbers are given here. first is from the hanging point to the ground, 4.5. Then a second number they gave is the toe, the body's toe of the feet to the ground is 1.47. So these are the two numbers disclosed by the government. So these are the only two numbers. So from there, you will see from the toe to the hanging point, what's remaining, right? It's 3.03 meter. So this will include the whole body and the hanging string, right? So 3.03 is the total height. So assuming if this body, the height is let's say is 1.73 meter, right? So the remaining distance from the head, top of the head, right, is 1.26, right? 1.26. So, but 1.26 is from the top of the head, right? But the shoelace is hanging on the neck, right? So you should add additional length of a head, right? So commonly the head, there is a computation. Basically, it's 1/7 of the height for the Asian guys. So I make a computation. Is computed result is correct. Is 1.5 meter, meaning the shoelace is 1.5 meter. So this is the computation according to. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, this is just a lump sum number. Yeah, because you cannot exactly compute, but around 1.5 meter. So this is the computation. But as you watch the video, the test video on the right part. So basically, the 3 trial, none of them is showing the shoelace can ever hold the weight of a human body, right? So consider the body is hung in this shoelace for 100 days. Can you believe that? For 100 days. Yes, correct. So this is all the questions raised by the netizens, but none of them was answered. And even the question, if you want to question the CCP for this, they will hold you in the prison, or the police will talk with you, right? Or ask you, not ask you, to make you shut up. Yeah. Yes. So we all know that. But anyway, we just show the evidence. Next.
好，请中间席域第一排第2位这位男记者。好，请中间席域第一排。
Wait. No, they just they didn't disclose that. But anyway, they just showing this. This is the shoelace they just buy from the market, meaning it's not special. Yeah, 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 yeah. Also, from the left side image, you can see in this situation, how you suppose? Remember, the toe is 1.5 meter above the ground, right? There's nothing there. So how you hang yourself there? You must be first. You take the shoelace on the tree, right? Supposedly, then you jump to hang yourself, right? So this 85 kilo, the police announced that they can hold is because by slowly you add the weight very slowly. But consider in this situation, you can slowly hang yourself there. Yeah, and also we don't talk about the left side. The left side you will see supposedly the boy climbed the pile of the earth, then climbed on the wall. So in this, there is a gap on top of the pile, the left side to the top of the wall. There is a 1.5 meter also. 1.5 meter, it's easy to climb on. Even for a guy, let's say in 1.7 meter high. I Yeah. No, according to the post, these three guys, let's say the police went to them and gave them some, you know, yeah, warning, or you need to delete this video, or let's say you will be put in prison for certain, you committed some crime. The crime is post this video. Everyone know what this video is for, right? And the CCP will put you in prison just because you do such a test and video it and put on the internet. Yes, correct. Yeah. So here in
男记
this
者。好，请中间区域第一排第二位这位男记者。
Yeah, maybe the audience cannot understand the voice during during this video. What I'm showing here is this is the site where the news release is conducted. So you see some reporters or media reporter, they raise their hand high, right? So supposedly the host will randomly pick who is allowed to ask question, right? Then the right side the video I can play again. But anyway, you will see if you match the voice and the movement, you will see the girl who is holding the mic gave the mic to the guy even before or exactly the same time the host asked her to give the mic to. So meaning this is all rehearsal. They are acting according to the scripts. Another point is if you see someone sitting on the stage, right? Everyone is reading according to their scripts because they have a paper behind ahead of them, right? They just read from there. Even the reporters who is asking question see the paper there. They also ask questions according to the paper. And some netizen even saying who hear this or watch the video online, they said even there they pronounce some character wrong. It's ridiculous, right? Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's all under control, right? It's all under strictly controlled by the CCP. No one can put any word outside of the script, right? Yes, they read everything. Yes, correct. That's so crazy, right? So the next is I will show you some, also some suspicious point. So these are including first, I just showed the image here for one case. I will later talk about it in detail. But some point also before that is first is according to the official announcement, the course was wearing a black and white hooded tracksuit, which was worn from front to back. Do you understand what's front to back? Yes, yes, something like that. So this is question why. Yeah, in the front, right? Zip up from front. But commonly this tracksuit, there is zip. How can you zip from behind, right? It's impossible, right? But no explain for this. So this is one question I answer. The other is they, according to the official announcement, they are saying the toes of the cross naturally drooped. So this is a common situation, but according to the some blog posted on the internet, which is deleted by the CCP, the feet of the body is in parallel with ground. It's totally different story in against the official announcement of the CCP. So this gave another question. Maybe, just maybe, the body already died before they hung it. So commonly, if let's say you are a patient lying on the operation table, right? So what's the position of your feet? It's pointing up, right? So when you put the body straight, so the feet will be in the horizon or the parallel with the ground, just like someone is standing there, right? So this is another point. But anyway, there's no image I can justify. But what I put here is the third point, because this is basically the boy explained to his families he experienced nausea and experienced also some light phobia, because this is mentioned in the notes. This is notes is the handwriting of this boy, the Huxinyu. So maybe our audience cannot read the Chinese character, but I can explain to you what is written there. So this is saying, I eat some bread, so the bread make me want to puke, and this is not the first time they feeling that. So this is meaning the food make him nauseous, right? And also why I mentioned the light phobia, because according to some blog posts on the internet, Hu Xinyu, the uncle released that the Hu Xinyu used to complain to him that he could not sleep very well, and he is saying the light through the window is too strong or too bright. So this elder brother even bought him a blindfold, without understanding why he is saying the light is too strong. But the let's say the other one who live in the same room never said that, right? And another story they tell is Hu Xinyu used to wake up 5:30 in the morning. He cannot fall asleep, right? So why is that? Yes, yes. So yes, yes, correct. So that's another let's say the saying that they trace to this medicine. This is called tacrolimus. I'm not sure if my pronunciation is correct, but this medicine is a immune suppressive drug. What is it used for is for, let's say, if two person they are transplanting some organs, so both of the party need to have this medicine. So light phobia and nausea is a common side effect of taking this medicine, tacrolimus. So this will possibly explain why the Hu Xinyu feels differently. Just after a short period, he entered that school after eating some school provided the dinners, lunch, even the bread. So this is really a question and answer, right? These are the details, but no one ever explained. According to the information I got, he put in the notes that he cannot fall asleep. He wake up early in 5:30, very early in the morning. Also, what he wrote is the bread he eaten make him nausea or want to puke. So this is what put in. Yeah, but there is no such available information. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, this if and ever any this happened to other classmates, but only him disappear, others never, right? So we really that's the logic is you focus on what is different for what something strange happened to this boy, right? Yes, yes. Maybe that is some the info we can get from here, right? So that's why because so many questions are answered, so that's will draw us to a different story or different explanation for this. Maybe we don't have hard evidence, but this will connect all the dots. Later we will talk about that. Uh, so another contradiction here is on the left side. I posted because what I'm trying to say is the internet will have a memory, meaning anyone posted some information, some maybe several months ago, there will be a track on the internet. Even the CCP can delete all the posts, but the netizens they will keep a screenshot of that message and put it down. So since I mentioned that there is 100 million reader of this topic, so that's why some netizens they set a screenshot. So meaning now they are looking back. What's the first post on when the boy was reported disappeared? So they are saying when the boy disappeared, he is only wearing a flip flop. Meaning, yeah, where the shoelace coming from, right? Even he is not wearing a shoe with a shoelace, right? So this is another point unexplained. Then on the right side, basically this is the I'm not sure. I don't have a hard evidence if this is the real image, but from the screen you will see this supposed to be a surveillance camera, right? The surveillance camera is showing, yeah, yeah. So if you see, this is basically is hanging there. It's just a skeleton, right? So meaning after 100 days, the body decayed that bad. So even this is another question, because if one body can decay to such a degree only after 100 days, remember from October to January. This is the coldest season in China, right? It's winter time, right? So anyway, this we show you why this is a hot topic because so many questions are unanswered, and even last February 2, the CCP hold a press release and draw the conclusion this is a committed suicide, right? But still so many coincidences. So this is just the CCP is humor the whole world, right? So the first, as I already mentioned, the total number of the surveillance camera they checked is more than nearly 120, but none of them captured this boy. Also, yeah, after they identified the body, But we don't know if this is later recorded or is it's record, but they never check that that camera. Maybe they have all kind of excuses, right? And no one can question the CCP, right? No. Then this is the first point. So many cameras they checked, but none of them captured the missing boy. So that's gave us the question that if this I intentionally deleted, right, the video record. The second is, you know, how during the 100 days, 5,000 people was assigned to search for this boy. 5,000 people. They searched the area. Yeah, yeah. Remember the area covered 200 kilometers, but just near around within 100 meter. Within 100 meters, they just missed the hanging point. Yes. Then, because I put the image, a picture there, this is for psychotic, right? You can understand that. So this is the third point. The police dog can smile within 1 kilometer distance. Supposedly they are trained so, right? But the body, yeah, 1 kilometer. Then the police station, the hanging point is only 150 meters away from the police station. And the police dog never ever smiled this dead body. So lucky. So yes, yes, yeah, yeah. So this is just they said that so many coincidence, right? So it just so happened. Yeah, lucky me, right? Lucky boy. So the next point is the granary wall, as I mentioned, show you before in the illustration image, right? There is a wall there. So it's around four. Remember, it's around 5 meters high. So very hard to cross, right? Even for a student, even they climb the pile in the left side. It's still, yeah, yeah, the remaining height, even you on top of the pile, is still 1.5 meter. It's already calculated. So how the boy did that? It just happened. Then the last point we already discussed, the shoelace. This is an amazing shoelace. Even the netizen, they are joking about that. This shoelace maker will be, let's say, the number one in in China, right? They will make a profit. They will make a good profit, right? This should be the best seller for the shoelace, right? Because they exposed the body over 100 days. Yes, yeah. Only one of this happen is one, let's say one out of 1,000, right? But all this just happened on this boy in this case. So after all this, I will give you another explanation or another answer. We'll connect all the dots, solve all the puzzles. So this is our topic, the highlight of today, the show. We said the organ harvest, right? So another story is the kid had been found a match with a senior officer of the CCP. So the high school principal worked with organ harvest supply chain because this to harvest the organ is not a simple work, right? There must be a group of people, all the professionals, right? So these all the professionals are controlled or working with the CCP. So they arrange the whole case. They let's say such so meaning the boy is disappeared because his organs are harvested, are transplanted to another person. This person is a senior officer of the CCP, and according to the rumors, all the insiders or the whistleblower, they are saying the organ, the price is over 100 million RMB. 100 million RMB. So that's why so many people can make profit, right? They don't care the per life of a one boy. They just earn their part in out of this 100 million RMB. So they can even cover it up with such a complicated case, even no matter how ridiculous it look like, but they will put you to believe their version of the story, right? Yeah. So then basically how this is organized together, the remaining work basically are done because the CCP is the governor of the Chinese people, right? So they set up this evil system, including the police, so-called the government officers. So they fake the site, suppress the media, and even they isolated the parents in the hotel. So no free media, free reporters can contact with the parent. So meaning they, yes. If you call them, they will hang up directly. If you tell them you are the independent media, right? They get you want to get some information. They are so afraid of the evil CCP. So this is the whole story. Also, just follow this, you will see why the code is wired in such a way the back in front, right? Because if you follow this story, it explain everything because the body is already died, right? After the organ harvest, so they leave the body bleeding there after no blood in the body. So that's the time they put the coat on. So how they put the coat on? Supposedly the organ is harvested, right? So if you face the body face by face, it's terrifying, right? So no one would like to do that. So they will first put the coat, the dress on the ground, right? Then you, yeah, then put the body face down because they don't dare to look into the face, looking into the hollow body with no organ, right? Even the demon, they have some fears there, so they cannot they do not dare to look into the face, so they let the body face down, so face down to the dress. So that's the easiest way to dress in that the back in front, right? So this will explain everything, connect all the dots. So I really strongly believe this is the true story. Yes. So this is I use this last slide to close our episode today. So I just use the image from the internet. So remember our I recall last year 2022 June 25 we have another episode. This is episode 2. So in that episode we talk about the chained lady, right? So the chained lady. Then after that we have this let's say like a necklace, right? It's a it's a lock. So this is a kind of let's say demonstration to show their attitude, right? You use a lock to chain the lady, force them to give birth to eight boys, right? Yeah. So this is last year. Now this year on the bottom side we have a 2023 version. So what's this version? This is a shoelace. So this is what CCP gave the Chinese people. Yes. Yes. They cannot find this disappeared boy, right? Yes, correct. Yes. So this is a crazy world in China under the governance of CCP, right? So I use this word, forget your IQ. If you recall the whole story we are telling you, right? It's against the common sense, against humanity, right? But CCP, they don't care, right? They just simply ignore your IQ, right? And throw your IQ to the trash bin. So this is what the situation in China. That, as you mentioned, this is only one case. It's the tip of iceberg. Every day, so many cases. It's repeating day and day, month after month. But this one, why it is popular? Because it's 106 days, and they covered up. They even in this case, the CCP just makes so much effort to cover it up. But in other case, they don't care. They simply just disappear. No one can even find it. Because in this case, remember there's a 100 million read of this topic. Yeah, yeah, correct. So this is all the evil conducts of the CCP. So the Chinese people, not only the Chinese people, I just let's say we set up this live broadcast just to show the true story to the whole world. Right? Even some of this because most of the content is in Chinese language, but I just make some time to put it in English so the whole world will know this case, right? Yes, correct. So we are lucky we have this platform together. We can get our voice off, right? Supposing if we are sitting in China, even let's say one word, let's say one sentence you put on the internet, the police will be knocking on your door, right? Yes. Yeah. Yes, correct. So if all the people, not only Chinese people, you don't wake up and terminate the CCP, the evil CCP, your boy will be one day the next as this boy named Huxinyu. Remember this name for the year of 2023. Suicide by a shoelace. Yeah, 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 mm, yeah. So just do think about it. No matter who is watching or listening to us, this story, you need to think about it, right? What's your next step? What you should act against the CCP. Otherwise, the whole world will be taken down by the CCP, and one day your daughter, your son, may be the next case, right? Either chained or hung by a shoelace. Right? Okay, I think that's all the story we want to share with you, and hope our audience you can learn something or know the better of the evil CCP. And thank you for your time to staying with us. Also, thanks Lakeman for your, let's say, be the guest of my program. And really, this is early morning, and thank you for your time. Thank for all the audience around the world. Thank you for your staying with us. Hopefully, yeah, yeah. Okay, then we will say bye now. So until, please wait for our next episode. Okay, thank you for your time. Bye bye. Bye.